All right, welcome to another episode of The Scout Life. Today, we're going to connect with a local scout club and just kind of get a glimpse into what's been happening in the scout community since they were sold new. Communities of people have been grouping together into clubs and getting together, working on things, doing adventures together. So we are going to go to a Scouts West meeting, and I thought I'd take you guys along. But before we do that, I just got back from another new Death Valley trip. We spent about 5 days with, I think, 8 scouts out in Death Valley, Lippincott Trail, Titus Canyon. Amazing place, like one of my favorite places in the United States. It's like the best light show around. It's like sunrises, sunsets, vast desert, trees, Joshua trees. It's just really amazing place. But the Scout, this is its second Death Valley trip, and I wanted to show you guys some wear and tear items that are reality when you're taking your Scout off-road. So I'll show you those things. I'm gonna vacuum it up, clean it up. As you can see, it's really dusty. And then in a couple days, we'll hit the road for the Scouts West meeting. Thanks for joining. So overall, the Scout really performed wonderfully. It's got a rough country 2.5-inch lift, which is, not the best, but it's a good kit. 304, 727. You guys have seen this truck quite a bit. I do maintain it pretty well, but check this out. This is the worst thing. The upper shock boots are basically, that one's about 20% left. This one is full gonzo. The lower bushings have fared better, but what I'm gonna do is just order new shock bushings and just replace all the shock bushings. And I feel like that's a pretty normal maintenance item, especially when you do, this has about 600 miles of washboard roads. And I'm just kind of going through vacuuming it. You can see everything is super dusty. A couple of these bolts in the windshield frame had loosened up, so those are something when you're doing off-road driving to keep an eye on. I'm actually probably gonna check the rest of the hardtop bolts, retorque the suspension, grease everything, change the oil. I wanted to show you under the hood. And other than having like a lack of power, particularly at altitude, the 304 did fantastic. It's just kind of weak, but that's the life with an old carbureted V8. Carburetor ran perfect. Everything this thing was stellar, man. No overheating issues, no issues at all. It just did everything well. There was also 5 LS powered trucks on the trip that also all performed excellently, better gas mileage. But so I'm just cleaning it up. It's always fun after a trip, getting all cleaned up and going through everything. Anyway, one more thing, with it being super dusty, let's check the air filter. Not horrendous. Yeah, I don't have an air compressor, so I'm just gonna replace it. But yes, look at that thing, dude. Wow. Good old Wix, always don't compromise on that. Also change the oil. Good thing is, I try to keep this stuff in stock. You can see some of my collection. I keep U-joints in stock, fuel filters, fuel pump, plugs, water pump, accelerator cable, power steering lines, heater control valves, heater motor, headlight switch. Got an old aluminum intake. I'll save that for a 345 one of these days. Here's some brake parts for the green pickup truck that we're gonna get going on this week. It's gonna be fun. Let's change this air filter. Fraser Park. Pretty stoked. I'm stoked to actually just reconnect with this kind of particular scout community. When I first came into anything scout in 2002, we'd go to Scouts West meetings and kind of be pretty involved. So it's been a little bit. So excited, and I think the nature of this meetup is actually people working on their rigs and helping each other. And one of the kind of OGs of the scout community, John Bogle, sang it's at his place. So pretty sweet. I won't bore you too much, but and just a quick note, this episode is going to be kind of more vloggy in style, just because I don't have my tripod and I'm going to be walking around a lot. So anyway, keep seeing how it goes, man. It's about a 2-hour drive. Alright, so we made it to an undisclosed location in Southern California, to the Scouts West. I'm not sure what chapter it is. I'm a little out of the loop, but pretty sweet, man. Just faithful, committed scout owners. So I guess once a month they get together and just wrench on each other's vehicles, help each other out. It's kind of the old school heart of the scout community. This is a pretty cool crawler. 345 T19 Dana 300 4-to-1 kit, all IH drivetrain except for the axles. Still a scout frame. This cool orange 78. It's the cool 70. This is a cool truck. I love these original paint trucks. 71 or 72.
That's Richard. That's the guy with the nasty hands.
This is Andy Scout. This thing is Grenoble green, 76. Love the color. Original paint. It's got Detroit lockers front and rear. Skyjacker 4-inch. Classic worn. He wheels this truck a lot too, which is cool. So yeah, man, it's just people hanging out, living the scout life. I think they're doing some spring bushings on this 800. John, just a host. He's been in this community for a long time. Opens his home. He's got all kinds of cool trucks tucked away. I'll show you what my favorite truck here. This is a 74. Oh, I'm gonna crawl and not kill myself. It's a 74, like 100, 4-wheel drive, step side. Really cool, like a 7-foot bed. I might try to buy this truck. Really cool, man. Really cool. Pretty solid. Not original paint, but that's okay. Cool FC hidden in there. Anyway, check this out. This is cool. It's like a chopped Terra utility bed. I love it. It's a cool bumper for the step side.
Not a head gasket or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see it. That's why I was looking. Because the heater form's good and that. But it's definitely, when this cools down a bit,
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
make sure that cap.
So the bathrooms are amazing, and it's just like he lives there. Yeah, his name's Lee. He lives there full time.
That's awesome.
But
This is a Hunter Scout. I think Hunter, this is your first time here, right?
my first time here. Yeah.
How'd you hear about this?
So I've been a member of the club for a couple years.
Okay.
I've been into Scouts since I was a kid. My grandfather got me into an 800. So I've got a 69 800 at home. That's in work right now, just got to do a body, pull the body off, do some framework to it. But it's super clean, same thing. It's been in my family pretty much my whole life. And then I bought this one as a driver just so I could have a drivable project to tweak on and run
Yeah,
around
sweet.
all the time.
Scratch
So-
that edge during the week.
Dude, yeah, it's just like drive it to work. I mean, I drive it to work 2 or 3 times a week.
That's
I drive
awesome.
60 miles each
Killer.
way, and it keeps on ticking. So,
Let me show you guys the motor. It's got here.
but
It's got a
this was the worst part. This is the part you hate.
It's got a 392 Holly Sniper DUI, all the kind of goodies that you can throw at an IH motor.
My seat, I left the slider.
Says it runs pretty good.
Dude, it's so much more comfortable for me being a tall guy.
Yeah.
All the way forward.
Yeah, the Scouts West Club has been going on for a long time. Hey John, how long has this chapter of Scouts West been together?
Oh, I don't know, 23 years. I
23
think.
years, awesome.
About a year or two after the Scouts West formed.
Yeah. Is this still like the biggest chapter?
Right now, we're the biggest chapter. The founding chapter, main chapter. A lot of people have moved away, but we're trying to get reestablished. And it's hard because the stupid Corona baloney lockdowns that can't be
Yeah,
in
right.
places. And then Inland Empire, which is one of our newest chapters, is probably, I think they're the second largest.
Okay.
chapter.
Are you gonna bring the black Traveler to Calico?
Oh yeah,
All right, good.
with me.
Yes, we'll be there too.
You better be.
Of
What are you
course.
gonna bring?
I'll bring probably my tan Scout
You better.
75. It's classic.
As you can
Cool.
see, we're a motley crew and we have fun.
Yeah, it looks awesome. What I love is like you guys are actually working on rigs and helping people out, and
You checked out the 10 pound.
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I'll go show you guys. Thanks, John. So yeah, John just opens up his home, tools. I'll show you this 10-ton. Check this thing out. This is about up to my chin. These are probably 54s. Wow, man. Dual cab. Pretty sick. Anyway, thanks for hanging out today. I know it's a short episode, but this week I'll be getting back in the garage working. I got a lot of trucks to work on. I have a 1980 truck, Scout 2. I have the green pickup that we're gonna get back around. We got a new pickup in LA and an 800 that we're gonna go get today. So anyway, I might throw some of that in this episode. So while we were leaving the meetup, we decided to do a little off-roading. I'm in 2WD right now, so
304 is going to dominate.
open diffs,
Open diffs.
Scout life, bing bong. Yeah, this is cool, man. This is like local to me, so I'm pretty stoked.